Big Burb. Big Bad Burb.
Welcome to the Big Burb channel.
So apparently, for some reason, we need to be out at the donor truck at sunrise. Rocky's coming to get me. It's cold out here.
Unfortunately, this Dana 60 front axle in the Dodge is toast from the wreck and is unsalvageable.
We're going to get the Dana 60. Sounds cool. Is that your ex-girlfriend?
No, it's not my ex-girlfriend. A Dana 60 is pretty much the unicorn of all off-road front axles. And the really cool part about this Dana 60 is actually we got it built by someone that actually does off-roading. So we know that he puts his axles to test and he knows what to build them for. This is Flying Iron Fabrication.
You should keep your eyes on the road, though.
I'm over here at Flying Iron Fabrication. I got pretty lucky. I found the unicorn of front ends. You might recognize Flying Iron Fabrications from this rig right here. It's a Jeep J10 78. Check out this bad boy. But that's not what we're here to see. This is the main feature right here. The Dana 60 Kingpin. These are the unicorn of GM axles right now. And it's really hard to find this. I was about to head to Kansas and then I found this one pop up and I got lucky. One thing I did ask him to do is we threw an air locker. This air locker is from ARB. That explains!
We have gone over the general risk in previous episodes. The sun can take out global power in EMP-like fashion with a solar flare, coronal mass ejection, and geomagnetic storm effects when it hits the Earth. But it's important to know the level of solar flare, geomagnetic storm, etc., so you don't go flying off when a minor event occurs. This is the solar flare chart, tracking X-rays from a solar flare back in 2005. This one was big, but still about 10 to 20 times smaller than what it would take to end our way of life. You see the letters on the right side of the chart, just outside the box. Going down from the top, it's X-class, M, C, B, and A. These are the ratings for flares, and they tell you how powerful it is. Unless we are looking at several X-class events, or at least one that hits X10, there's no need for concern. And this is the same at Earth, where the KP index tells us how big of a solar storm we have here. This goes from 0 up to level 9, the highest level geomagnetic storm, and even when they occur, it's not necessarily a major end-of-the-world event, although during this one there was the major Sweden blackout of 2003. The caveat to watching for flare and storm class is the weakening magnetic field of Earth, and this is just what bit SpaceX in the backside, and Astra Space a week later. A solar storm indeed increased atmospheric drag by 50%, a huge effect, but the problem is, the solar storm was nothing significant. In fact, during the active phase of the sun's 11-year cycle, we get one of these little storms almost every week. Yet, this tiny event caused the single greatest loss of satellites on record. So what happened? While the storm was small, the Earth's magnetic field is continually weakening, and it had a bad day. This is the underlying foundation to our watching the sun. With each passing day, the Earth becomes more vulnerable to weaker and weaker solar flares.
don't know.
Hey guys, we're back in the shop here. Check it out. Got the drivetrain all lined up and ready to go. As you can see right here, we had to move back the cross member for the As you can see right here, we had to move back the cross member for the transmission. Here's your stout NP205 transfer case. The unbreakable transfer case I was talking about earlier. Dana 60 Kingpin. We have the 12 valve all mounted up, as you can see, exactly where we need it to be. The new 47RH built up. Now all we need to do is just measure the drive shafts, the front and rear. Come around the front end again. We're installing that Dana 60. Air locker already installed. As you may have noticed already, we got some new springs. Alright, as you scroll down the build list so far, you can see a little bit has changed. The biggest change on this, cost-wise, was the GM 1-ton Kingpin Dana 60 and the ARB air locker we had installed by Flying Iron Fabrication. This total was $3,990.56. However, it was well worth it. You can see we have an NP205 kit. We'll go into this a little bit further in the next episode. Going down to the total build so far, you can see that we have $29,728.97 into this. Yeah, but as you can see, there's a lot of heavy-duty parts, and every penny of this is going for reliability and durability. However, like I said, you don't have to go as crazy as I am. The total for parts and labor needed for the swap only is $14,376.18. And remember, if you did the labor yourself, you can cut this number down dramatically. As you scroll down further down the list, you can see Ben's wardrobe and the cost so far. Yeah, Ben's patriotism is getting a little out of hand. And he thought the Big Burb was getting expensive. Ugh. Ben's shirt total is $291.87. Hope that's a tax write-off.
Big Burb, Big Bad Burb.